Hi students, welcome to MATH4U. Today we are going to discuss about algebraic expressions and identities. You have learned about this in grade 7 clearly. Let us have a recap on that. So what is an expression first? Let's see. An expression is formed by the combination of variables and constants. So we can say that an expression is equal to the variable and constant, right? Let us see an example for this. 2xy plus 5y. There are constants as well as variables, right? So it is a combination of both the variables and the constants. Let us see another one example for this. Negative 3x square y minus 5z. So here we have the variables x square y as well as z, and we have the constants as well, negative 3 and negative 5. So we can say that this is a combination of both the variables and the constants. Let us see what are terms, factors and coefficients. First, I am going to explain about term. In algebra, a term is either a single number or variable, or numbers and variables multiplied together. That means the terms are separated with a plus or a negative sign. Let us see with an example. 2xy plus 5y. So as I discussed just now, it is separated with a positive and negative sign. Here you can see the positive sign here. So you can see from the expression there are two terms. One is 2xy and the other is 5y. Let us see another one example. Negative 3x square y minus 5y. So here you can see it is separated with a negative sign, right? So we have here also two terms. First one is negative 3x square y and the next is negative 5y. Always remember you have to write the negative sign also along with this. In the first case we got a positive expression. Both the terms are positive, that is why we have not written the positive sign. But for the negative, always remember to take the negative along with the terms. Let us see what are factors now. A factor is a number or algebraic expression that divides another number or expression evenly or exactly. That means there will not be any remainder. Okay, you have learned about numbers, right? So I will give an example with the number first. 12 divided by 3 you will get 4. 16 divided by 8 you will get 2. There is no remainder for this, right? Same like that we have factors also. So let us see an example. 2x square y minus x plus 5. This is an expression, right? You have learned about expression, combination of both the variables and constants. So let us write down the terms first. 2x square y is one term, minus x is another term, and 5 is another term, right? Let us now write down the factors of this one. Okay. So factors of this one are 2x square, you have to split. You can write it as x into x and 1 is y. Okay. So next term minus x, you can write the factors as negative 1 and x. For the last one, 5 is the factor of it. Let us see another one example. 7x plus 3yz square minus y square. Okay. As we have done before, let us write down the terms first so that the terms can also be clear for you. So this is 7x first term, second term is 3yz square, and the last term is minus y square. Now I am going to explain to you what are factors of these terms. So from 7x you can write the factors as 7, x and x. Since here x square, we are splitting it. For 3y is z square. 3 is one factor, y is one factor, z is a factor, again z. In the case of negative y square, you can see negative 1, y, again y. Okay, so this is how we can write down the factors. I hope it is clear for you. Next, let's move on to coefficient. What is a coefficient? How can we write the coefficient of each terms? A numerical or constant quantity placed before the variable in an algebraic expression. So, for an example, I'm going to write an expression over here. 3z square y minus y square plus 7x. Let us see what is the coefficient. So it is a constant quantity placed before the variable. So let us see what is the variable over here. Z square y is the variable for the first term, y square is the variable for the second one, and x is the variable for the third term. So what will be the coefficient of the first term if z square y is the variable? A constant quantity placed before the variable. That means here 3 is the coefficient, right? And for negative y square, negative 1 is the coefficient. And in the case of the third term 7x, we can write 7 as the coefficient. Let us see one more example. 25y square plus 2z square y plus 4x. Let us see what are the variables in this first. The variable of first term is y square, second term is z square y, and the third term is x. So we can write the constant quantity before the variable of first term is which one? 25. For the second term, 2, and the third term, 4. So these are the coefficients of these expression 25y square plus 2z square y plus 4x. So a number used to multiply a variable can be called as a coefficient, right? So let us move on to now monomial, binomial and polynomials. This is also a recap of what you have learned in last grade. So let us see what is a monomial first. When we think about monomial, this is coming to our mind, right? One term. So I will write an example here. 7xy, yes, negative 5x, etc. are examples because it is having only one term. Let us see what is a binomial. Here there will be two terms, right? Yes, very good. As an example, 19xy plus 2y. Another one, negative 7x square plus 5p. All these are examples because they have two terms. As we know, the terms are separated with a plus or negative sign, right? Here, in our example, it is both separated with positive sign. So let us see what is a trinomial. Tri means there will be 3, right? So let us see the example. P square plus Q plus R. Another one example, 7xy minus 15v square minus u. You can see in this there are 3 terms. Here it is separated with all the positive For the second case, the second term is negative and the third is also negative. So it is separated with a positive or a negative sign. Now, let us see what is polynomial. An expression that contains one or more terms with non-zero coefficient. This is very important. That is called polynomial. So let us see an example for this. Let us write the previous example itself, p square plus q plus r. That is a polynomial since it is having 3 terms. Okay. So what is this non-zero coefficient? We can write one term also, right? As an example of polynomial. This is also an example for polynomial. So the coefficient of the polynomial should not be 0. It means if we have only one term, if the coefficient of 0, that term vanishes, right? There is no term. That is why it is called non-zero coefficient should be there. Okay, so let us see what are like terms and unlike terms. The terms having the same algebraic factors are called like terms, and different algebraic factors are called unlike terms. Let us move with an example that makes it clear. 2xy plus 5x square minus 2yx plus 17xy. So algebraic factors should be same for a like term, right? So let us see here. We have the variables xy here, here also xy, and here also xy. So we can say that these 3 are like terms, right? And can we say 5x square and negative 2y, is it, x? Are they like terms? No, these are unlike terms, right? Let us see another one example. 7x square minus 7vy square minus 20vy square. Can we say that there are like terms and unlike terms? Yes, we have these two are like terms, and you can see if we take 7x square and negative 7vy square, they are unlike terms, right? Similarly, we can take 7x square and negative 20vy square as well. If we take both, we can say that they are unlike terms. Is it clear? So this is what is called like terms and unlike terms. I hope today's class is clear for you. Thank you.